we are not in the business of giving out money. And honestly, I don't know what $5,000 will do for you.
She's one of the main people on here that's always hollering about black people being down and out, downtrodden, disenfranchised, yada, 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 yada. And then to turn around and say, you don't know what $5,000 would do for them. Yeah, okay. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I'm greatly appreciative of it. Make sure that you guys are following me on all the platforms you see above and below. Hit the thumbs up button right here, the way my content can consistently be recommended to you, and it keeps me in your YouTube feed. If and when you do subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the bell notification in the process, and after that, end up having a little sign that comes up that says all notifications. Click on all notifications. 20 seconds, baby. Let's go. No, I'm joking. Guys, do make sure you follow me on my other YouTube channel called Man, Husband, Father. Go over there, subscribe to it. It's clean right now, and there's nothing on there, but I just want you to subscribe. That way, when I do post content that's going to be fresh and new, you guys will know about it, okay? All right, appreciate y'all. So, guys, we have to talk about this, in which I warned y'all in the last video that I will be talking about Jasmine Crockett, because she gets on here and she makes a very ridiculous statement when it comes to Doge and Trump, saying that he's considering giving every last taxpaying American $5,000. And with everything that we have going on with the inflation and all this stuff, prices still being higher as of right now, for her to make a statement like that is quite interesting, at least to say, okay? But give y'all a little bit of context. Check out what she says when asked about it, because it's something else that jumped out to me besides her saying $5,000 is not going to do anything, okay? Check it out.
Now, President Trump says he likes the idea of giving some of the savings from Doge back to Americans as kind of a dividend. Would you support that?
Listen, he's just telling a lie. He's not the one that had anything to do with the $1,200 refunds that people had during the midst of COVID that was done by Democratic House and Democratic Senate. Right now, what they're going to do is say, hey, we want to give you a refund, but Congress won't let us, because they already know that there's just no money for that. The only reason that those refunds came before was because we were living in different times. This was a time in which hopefully we won't ever go through again. We had a once in a lifetime pandemic. The bad part is that I don't know if it's once in a lifetime, because we know that Ebola, unfortunately, was detected right here in New York here recently. And if we continue down this road of getting rid of scientists, or deciding that we don't want to rely on experts as it relates to what they're telling us to do, or we don't want to deal with vaccines and medicine in this country, then we may be facing not only our next pandemic, but our next 2, 3, or 4 pandemics because of their incompetence. So no, we are not in the business of giving out money. And honestly, I don't know what $5,000 will do for you.
You heard all that, right? So she turns around and says, we are not in the business of just handing out money. Then why the freaking heck are you and that other bald-headed demon and all these other folks out here crying about reparations if you're not in the business of handing out money? You just killed it, right? You just killed it. You shouldn't say another freaking word about reparations or anything like that. You do all that crying like you said.
Last time I checked, y'all didn't say that anything was wrong with the White House, and I can promise you it was my ancestors that built the White House. So listen, if we have been good enough to build this country, we are good enough to serve and die overseas, we are good enough to serve in other ways. And the fact that people actually decide that they want to engage in public service, whether it's sitting in Congress or whether it's serving on the fire department or the police department, should not be an issue. The fact is, stop trying to act as if only white men are the ones that are capable. Because right now you're sitting at a table with 3 very capable black women.
I'm not. This country was built on the backs of my people. And no, they're not in the business of handing out money. Shut up. Anyway, guys, I wanted to show y'all this other clip that she did. She went on to the Breakfast Club, right? And I want you to listen to what she said while on there, okay? Let's make sure we got the right thing up there, okay?
Tonight.
What is that? That's not it. We're talking about right here. Where'd she go? There she is. I want y'all to pay attention to what she says right here, okay?
We've been the one to call it out. The fact that I'm rooting for Canada and I'm rooting for Mexico a lot is really wild. But they are really the ones that are speaking truth to power right now. They can see what it is, and they were like, we are not messing with this crazy regime from Mar-a-Lago, and basically calling them thugs. That's what it is. But I'm like, y'all knew who he was when y'all elected him. So don't act surprised. Really been the one to call it out. The fact that I'm rooting for Canada and I'm rooting for Mexico a lot
is ridiculous. You rooting for these foreign countries. Black people. She's rooting for Canada and Mexico. Mexico, the southern border, which allowed these people to flood in astronomical numbers that came into not suburban neighborhoods, not even trailer parks, what y'all call the white trash people. Not just white people live there, by the way, either. But they came into the projects. They came into the hood where you Negroes live at. And she says she rooting for them. We ain't rooting for them. I'm talking the thugs in Mar-a-Lago. Are you serious? You mean Trump, who quickly started removing these people out of black neighborhoods, out of black ghetto projects where the black people stay at, the low income people, black folks? You're telling me you rooted for them, but you have nothing to say about the fact that you just agreed to allow them to come there and harm the very people you claim to take up for, which lets me show you guys, black folks, this is just nothing more than talking points. And they throw out reparations built on the backs of our ancestors. And we built this country. We were queens. We were kings. All that bull crap. It's nothing more than just talking points to get y'all roused up and get y'all, yeah. And nothing changes in your predicament. How is it that she can sit there and act like she's taking up for y'all, but she has nothing to say about the fact that Trump moved in and started getting these people out of our neighborhoods? Y'all don't have nothing to say to her about that? She just told you who she was rooting for. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, again, the part where she said earlier in the video about what $5,000 is going to do and we not in the business of handing things out completely kills a lot of the bull crap that she pushes out. To me, she's the new face of Joy Reid. Since y'all want to use things like that, y'all talking about somebody's you're the black face of white supremacy. She's just riding the wave right now. She's the next Letitia James, Fannie Willis, Joy Reid, Maxine Waters. She's the next face of them right now, riding this wave right now. And it's not going to last long because, again, based off of how we the people voted, we're tired of all the crazy bull crap. You mean what $5,000 is going to do for anyone? I might need to go back and watch that video in its entirety because it may be more to that to give a little bit more context. But even that within itself is just ridiculous to say, because there are people out there right now that are middle class, upper middle class, that $5,000 will do them a lot of good. How about we try to figure out how you end up becoming a multimillionaire when your worth is like, what, 120, 170 some $1,000? And you've been in there for how long? And you're already up in the millions? Let's talk about that. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this by putting it in the comments below after this video. And do not forget to do what you see in this animation stuff right here, okay? The next video that I will do, most likely, I don't know yet, it's going to be up here in order. You should know what's here. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.